Let's look at UI and UX design and what they actually mean. This term is primarily used for software, but let's dive deeper. In reality, these ideas are not just something that only happens in Silicon Valley or fancy tech companies. These are concepts that affect you, me, and everyone. In this video, we will explain what they are and how you can and should use them in your business. The core concept of good design is that you make a product that meets the needs of the users. It can apply to anything and absolutely everything. We know this sounds dramatic, but have you ever left a website because you could not find a pricing page in 5 seconds? Walked around a store without buying anything because you could not find the section? Not buy something because you did not understand what the product actually did? Saw someone lose a lot of money by investing into a product or service that did not make sense? We could go on, but hopefully you get the idea. There is nothing more crucial than understanding users. User understanding is at the core of creating successful products that resonate with your target audience. It's about identifying their needs, behaviors, and motivations. By gaining insights into your users, you can create targeted solutions that increase customer satisfaction and loyalty. Build and they will come only works if you build what people need or want. Create something not useful or needed, and you might be waiting a very long time. What does the terms UX and UI mean? Let's break them down since they mean two different things. Let's look at UX first. UX stands for user experience. This is the concept of how the user interacts with the product. User experience is not about the visuals. No, it is much deeper than that. It is about making sure that the products are needed, useful, and serve the purpose that is required by the user. The goal is to create a useful products or services for the user, a product that is easy to use for everyone who might need to. This comes from deep understanding of customers usually gained through interviews and knowing their pain points. What's a pain point? It is the gap between where the user needs to be and where they are now. A pain point at whatever stands in the way. The process of user design involves several stages. The first stage is research, where designers gather data on the target audience and their needs. This can involve conducting interviews, surveys, and usability testing. The second stage is prototyping, where designers create low-fidelity wireframes and mock-ups to test out different design solutions. The third stage is testing, where designers test their designs with users to gather feedback and make improvements. Here's an example of user design. Imagine you would like to take a bath. You want to turn on the water. For that, you might have to lift the handle of the bath and shower tap upwards. You might have one of those small levers to pull up. To increase or decrease the water temperature, you would rotate the handle from left to right. To switch between shower and tap, you would need to change the lever on the handle. Someone designed all of these. They took the care to understand what we needed and walked through the process to make a product. As users, we take all of this for granted. Yeah, we know a bit of a thankless job. And that's the point. When a design is good, we are so used to it, we never notice it. It is intuitive. We also assume that right means hot and left cold or whatever it is where you live. We only notice these things when something is out of the usual. Usually when something goes wrong. Now let's look at UI. UI stands for user interface. This is the interaction part, more relevant to software only. UI considers the look and feel of the website, the look, feel, and interactivity of the product. The aim is to make the designs as interactive and visual as possible, so that the website functions and looks like you would expect it to. One of the key principles of UI design is simplicity. Designers strive to create designs that are easy to use and intuitive. They focus on improving the navigation, layout, and functionality of a product or service to make it more user-friendly. Another important principle is consistency. Designers aim to create designs that are consistent throughout the product or service, making it easier for users to understand and navigate. However, user interface design is not just about creating visually appealing designs. It's about creating designs that are functional and meet the needs of users. UI designers work closely with developers, product managers, and other stakeholders to ensure that the final product meets the needs of the user. Let's look at an example of UI designs. Imagine you are buying something online. You would expect the icons to take you to the relevant pages. For example, clicking on a shopping basket should not take you to view different products. Likewise, you would not expect to go through many different screens to pay. UI designer would be responsible for designing the sleekest way. Although UI design is viewed as a digital term, it can be expanded. For example, if you answer phone calls from customers, you can design a good process as part of good interface. Another good example of UI design is YouTube. YouTube has simple and easy to navigate layout. The main page features a search bar at the top, with recommended videos and channels below. The menu on the left-hand side allows users to access their subscriptions, history, and playlists. YouTube's typography is clear and consistent throughout the platform. The font is easy to read, and the use of bold and italicized text helps to highlight important information. YouTube's UI design incorporates engaging visuals that draw users in. The thumbnail images for videos are eye-catching, and the use of color is consistent throughout the platform. YouTube's recommendation algorithm is one of the most advanced in the industry. The platform uses machine learning to recommend videos based on a user's viewing history and interests, making it easier for users to discover new content. Another aspect that makes YouTube's design first-class is accessibility, with features such as closed captions and adjustable playback speed. This makes the platform more inclusive for people with disabilities, as well as users who may be watching videos in a noisy environment or in a different language. Finally, YouTube's controls are user-friendly, making it easy for users to pause, rewind, and fast-forward videos. The volume control is also easy to use, and the full screen mode allows users to watch videos without any distractions. That's a wrap. In this video, we've covered the basics of user design and user interface, and their importance